Well, hi, Steve. Cheers to you. Just body of work on this road trip. How are you feeling about going home 2-2?
I'm going Nelly style in the post game press conference today. I better put that down. Now, obviously, just a great feeling to turn what was a mess of a road trip into a really good one. So our guys were great, and it was our best game. You know, we've only played 4 games, but our most solid game in terms of our defense and our intensity. And so, great win.
Hi, Coach. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. Congrats. What's the biggest adjustment you saw from your team, both on offense and defense tonight?
I thought it was the best defensive game we've played. We were more connected. We got hurt by a lot of offensive rebounds, but you know, we were getting stops. We held them to 38% shooting, and it just felt like we were smarter, tougher, and contesting more shots. Didn't give them a whole lot of easy stuff. So I thought that set the tone, and then we got some tremendous individual performances. Obviously, Steph, but I thought Andrew's fourth quarter keyed everything. The second unit to start the fourth quarter, I think it was a 1-point game going into the fourth, and we built the lead up to 10 or 11 with Steph on the bench. So that was a huge stretch for us.
Did you enjoy that Andrew Wiggins off-ball screen to get Steph the 3 as much as Steph seemed to enjoy it?
Yeah. I think we all enjoyed that very much. That's you know, so we've been trying to work on that stuff, and probably too much. You know, I think I said to you guys the other day that I was probably being a little too complex with what we were trying to accomplish, rather than just sticking to the basics and keeping things relatively simple in the early going as this team gets to know each other. And so if we can stay solid, just, you know, drive and kick, hit the open man, we'll start to figure out, you know, kind of that secondary action where we can get Steph open.
Was that Wiggins' best stretch with you guys, what he did in the fourth?
I think so. I think so. He was phenomenal. I mean, he just took over the game, you know, knocking down threes, getting to the rim, getting to the foul line. Yeah, Andrew was fantastic. Just that whole fourth quarter. I don't know how many points he scored in the fourth, but
17.
17. Yeah, that was just huge. And I also thought James had a really good stretch in the fourth, where his size and his presence in the paint, for the first time, really, you know, in the 4 games, it looked like he sort of knew what his job was: to protect the rim, not foul, use his size and his athleticism. And he made a couple of big plays where we got stops and scores at the other end. And of course, his Giannis play was pretty impressive too, in transition.
Wiggins might be too nice to say it, but is a "I told you so" in order for the way his shooting heated up?
I think what I like about Andrew is that he's sort of accustomed to what comes in this league in terms of scrutiny, criticism. He doesn't seem to be bothered by it. He's been around the block a few times now, and the most important thing in this league, when you get that kind of criticism or judgment or scrutiny, is just to stay poised and keep playing. And Andrews has figured that out. And so I don't think, you know, the first 2 games and all the talk, I don't think it bothered him too much.
Steve, we've been talking about it several times the last few days, but how important do you think it is for Kelly to see that first 3 go down moving forward now?
Yeah, you just want to get that one out of the way. You know, the fact that we have 68 games left, you know, at some point, I mean, I told Kelly the other day, Clay has had, you guys know this, Clay's had at least 2 seasons, maybe 3, where he started out, you know, 5 for 30 something and just couldn't buy one. And then, you know, the games keep coming. You finally have a good game, and then you sort of end up kind of where you should in terms of your shooting percentage and all that. So I think it's good just to get that shot out of the way. But I thought Kelly played a really good game for us, did a lot of nice things defensively. His ball pressure was big for us. And it's great to be able to just go home, 2-2, successful road trip. And now we can settle in at home and have some good practices and try to keep improving.
The free throw attempts have gone up, Coach.
There in the first half and promptly put him back in, I think, after one possession. What was the conversation there? And, he fouled out tonight. Do you think this was maybe a little bit of a learning experience for him?
Well, that was actually a mistake on our part. We thought that he had been called for the foul. And so we put Looney in for him. And it turned out the foul was on, I think, Juan. And so I probably should have lied and told him I just took him out for 1 second to give him some brilliant pearl of wisdom and then put him back in. But it was just a mistake on our part, and we got him right back in the game.
Was he disappointed at all about fouling out when he came
He was very disappointed about fouling out, and he's just a kid, and he's just learning, and it's just amazing to watch someone that young with so little experience at the college level, no summer league, no training camp, to see how poised he is, how much he wants to learn, how much he listens without feeling criticized or judged. He's beyond his years from a maturity standpoint. And as I said, I thought he had his best defensive stretch of the season in that fourth quarter, made some really big plays.
What's the balance
Coach.
he has to strike this season of being as physical as you need him to be, but not fouling out?
Yeah, I think, there's no substitute for game experience, and he just has to feel it. A lot of the fouls are just coming because he's a step slow in rotation. And we can show him on film, but until you actually feel the speed and power of an NBA game, there's no way anybody could adapt to that. And so it's a matter of figuring out those details through experience, through game experience. And once he does, now he's going to be in rotation a half step quicker. Now he goes vertical and there's no foul, and he's fine, and he stays in the game.
Hello, Coach.
The team has shot more free throws as the games have gone by. 23rd on the first one, 25th, 25 on the second one, and 30 and 36 tonight. Is there a number you want to aim for as a collective unit to shoot free throws per game?
100. I'd like to shoot 100 free throws every game. No, we don't have a number, but I think it is important to attack and try to get to the line. And we haven't really been a high free throw team. Even some of our great teams weren't high free throw teams, but it's a huge advantage to get to the line because you can get your defense set up. Obviously, you get some free points, but you get a chance to get your defense set up and you slow the other team down. So I thought that was a big factor tonight, all those free throws.
Hello, Coach. I would like to ask you how big boost you think you're going to be these two wins against the Bulls and tonight against the Pistons. And also, do you think after those two games, and especially tonight, you win some players like Wiggins and Oubre about confidence-wise?
I think coming into this trip when the season schedule came out, we all looked at it and we thought if we could go 2-2, that'd be a really successful trip, especially given the length of our off season and everything going on with our team. The guys, Draymond being out, James missing camp, all that. So, yeah, I think we all feel great. We're excited to get home, and our confidence level should be rising because we're starting to see the type of team that we should be.
Steve, it's Ryan Leong from NBC News Radio. How big was it for you guys to get the kind of defensive effort you had? You go and give just slightly over 100 points, and then you went on that big run in the fourth quarter for a time when Curry was on the bench.
Yeah, this game was really about our defense. I mentioned the great individual performances, and we talked about Andrew's scoring, but his defense was fantastic. Derrick Rose got hot, and we put him on Rose down the stretch. he had a couple great shot challenges, and we held them to 38% shooting for the game. So it's got to be our calling card. We're not there yet. We still need a lot of work, but we've got to turn into a good defensive team if we want to have a really good season.
Coach, also you made some
I
great
see.
runs, and especially on the second half. What it means about the character of a new team like the Warriors?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Yeah, you made some great runs,
Yeah.
especially on the second half. What it means about your character as a team?
Yeah, just coming back from, I think we were down 12, 13 points in the first half and staying with it. I think it speaks well of our team, just their poise and their ability to withstand, those first two games of the season on the trip, and then also the slow start tonight. So great win, and we're very pleased. Now we got to go home and keep getting better. Thanks, guys.